Are you a Shopify, BigCommerce, or Magento store owner looking to increase your sales and boost your conversions with social proof? Well, lucky for you, that's what this video is all about. My name is Jamila, and I'm going to show you how you can use social proof on your website today to increase your conversions and boost your sales. So this video is going to cover a few things. We're going to cover social proof in e-commerce, social proof examples, where and when to use social proof online, if it works, why it works, and how you can get social proof for your e-commerce store. So before we start, let's talk about what social proof is anyway. Well, social proof is when an individual in an uncertain situation will look to a person of influence or the crowd in order to see what to do in that given situation. So it helps people really figure out their actions in uncertain environments. And you can use the concept of social proof on your store to boost conversions. And I am going to show you how. So when it comes to e-commerce, you really want to try and recreate the social proof that somebody would get in an in-store environment on your website. When people are on the fence about purchasing from you, having social proof on your product page will really help to push them over the edge and get them to buy. So a really great real-world example of social proof is when you're sitting in a restaurant, you're not quite sure what to order, and you kind of look at the other table over there and you see what they're ordering. If it looks good, you're more likely to ask the server to get exactly what they're having. The same thing applies online. When other people have seen that people who are very similar like them have bought something, they're more likely to buy. It reduces those barriers. If you see several positive reviews about a product on an online store, you're more likely to purchase. That's the power of social proof. So if you're looking to add social proof onto your website, you may be wondering, what kind of examples are there that I can be looking to? So let's go through the types of social proof examples that you can use. Testimonials, expert endorsements, as seen on badges, reviews, social media, and user-generated content. So let's go through each of them one by one. Testimonials. People trust people who are like them, and that's why testimonials work so well. A really cool fact is that 84% of your online store visitors trust testimonials as much as they would trust a recommendation or referral from a friend. That's crazy, right? So how do you add great testimonials to your online store? Well, one of the best ways to do that is to include a picture of the person and their location. Remember, for social proof to be effective, your visitor has to know that people just like them are enjoying your product. So adding any type of personalization that you can to your testimonials will really give you that extra little oomph. Having a featured section on your product page with testimonials is a really great way to help your visitors overcome any objections that they may have when they're on the fence about purchasing your product. The next example of social proof is the expert endorsement. So the expert endorsement works a little bit like this. So let's say you have a stomach ache and you look on WebMD and you think that it must be something that you ate the other day and you may have food poisoning. But when you go to the pharmacy and you tell your pharmacist about your symptoms, they may say, oh, it looks like you actually have the flu. When you go to choose the medicine that the pharmacist recommended over what you found on WebMD, that's an excellent example of expert endorsement. So how do you get an expert endorsement? Well, you want to make sure that you're reaching out to experts in your field and maybe giving them a free sample or giving them a demo of your product so that they can see how great it really works. Then you can ask them for a photo testimonial, maybe a video testimonial, or a blog post that really helps visitors to your site see that your product is legit and that experts love it. So the next type of social proof that you want to add to your store is those as seen on badges. So have you ever been to like an indie beauty website and you see that they've been featured on Oprah or Cosmo or they've been seen on ABC News and you're like, wow, they must be pretty legit. That's exactly the kind of feeling that you want to evoke from your customers when they visit your online store. So if you have any kind of earned media, you want to make sure that you show that online to build credibility and to build brand trust. Okay, next up on the example of social proof is reviews. Reviews are the mecca of social proof, and you want to make sure that you have them wherever possible on your website. Think about it. When's the last time you bought something online and you didn't look at a review? I mean, the stats are pretty solid. Less than 4 out of 100 people don't look at online reviews. That means 96% of your customers are looking at online reviews, and you need to make sure that you own your review process and you have it on your website. That's where Farah comes in. You can add reviews right on your product page to help people make the decision to buy your product. So here are the 3 reasons you need to have reviews on your product page or at least on your online store. Reason number 1, 58% of customers are likely to convert after reading a positive review. Reason number 2, the reviews on your online store are likely to generate 62% more revenue per visitor. And the 3rd reason, visitors who read reviews, especially positive reviews, have on average a 3% more average order value than people who don't read reviews. So if you're still not sold on reviews, you have to know that most people look at between 5 and 10 reviews to make their product purchase online. So you have to make sure that you have really great reviews and those are prominently shown on your website. So if you don't have any really good reviews and you're not really quite sure where to start, keep watching till the end and I'm going to tell you exactly how to curate reviews for your online store. Okay, so the next thing that you want to use for social proof on your online store is inline social proof. So have you ever shopped on Etsy, eBay, or Amazon and you see a notification that says, hurry, there's only 5 products left and 239 people are also looking at this product? That's inline social proof and you can have that on your online store too. The reason that you want to have this on your online store is because it creates a sense of FOMO or fear of missing out. I mean, think of it like this. Let's say there's a really sweet pair of sneakers that you want and you're a size 8.5, but you see 30 other people who are also an 8.5 looking at those shoes. You're more likely to buy them right away before those unknown people snatch them from right under your nose. Am I right? That's FOMO, that's inline social proof, and you want to make sure that you use it on your online store. So the other form of social proof that you want to use on your website is social media. So if you have a really great plugin for Facebook or Instagram or YouTube and you can show the amount of views or likes that your product already have, that's a really great way to show people that people just like them are loving your product. Now, the last thing we're going to talk about this list as examples of social proof are user-generated content or user-generated video. So a really great way to get user-generated content or video is to just ask. There's a really great store online called Essential Oil Labs that I personally use and I have no affiliation with. But in their packaging, they give you a little coupon and they say, if you email us a selfie with your product, then we'll give you a free essential oil, just like that. So it works really well because it gives them so much content to use online so that people like me can see that there are so many other people that are enjoying their facial oils. I have to be honest, the reason that I took a chance on them is because they had really great reviews online. Okay, so now that you know about all the types of social proof, you're probably wondering where and when should I be using social proof? Well, I'm going to tell you should be using it right now and you should be using it everywhere. Okay. Well, you probably don't need to be using it everywhere. You want to use it strategically, but you should be using social proof right now. You want to strategically place your social proof to overcome any objections that your customer has about your product. So I'll just put up a list right here of the places that you can use the social proof that I mentioned on your website, but I'm going to tell you a few of my favorite places. I love inline social proof on the product page. Really creating that fear of missing out for your customers and showing them that a lot of other people just like them are interested in your product is one of my favorite ways to use social proof to boost conversions. The other place is having testimonials right under your product page or on your homepage. I really love curated testimonials. I think that they show your value proposition really well to your customer, and I find that they also help to increase conversions for online stores. So the question is, does social proof work? And the answer is yes. There are no shortage of case studies or studies that prove that social proof in person and online work. And especially online, it proves that it boosts conversions. So you have to be using social proof on your online store right now. If you don't believe me, here are the stats. 88% of customers trust reviews just as much as a personal recommendation. 85% of customers are satisfied once they've read up to 10 reviews. So that means you have to have a lot of reviews. Displaying reviews on your online store can increase conversions by up to 270%. That's a lot. And finally, reviews have a higher impact for purchases with a greater price. So for example, for lower price items, having reviews increased conversions by 190%, but for higher price items, it increased the conversion rate by 380%. If you have a high-end product, you need reviews. Okay, so we already know that social proof works, but we want to know why social proof is so effective. Well, social proof is effective because it really humanizes your brand. It helps to put names and faces to your products, and it helps to show your visitors that people just like them are enjoying your product. Social proof is also super effective because it helps to counter any objections that your customer has. So it's really hard for you to do that through just a wall of text. But having testimonials or inline social proof really triggers customers and shows them that people just like them are loving your product. So when you place social proof with a really strong call to action, then you have a winning combination for boosting your conversion rates online. So social proof helps to simulate the in-store buying experience because reading reviews online and seeing people's faces that have also bought the products helps them to overcome the fear of the unknown. And the unknown in this case is buying your product. Okay, so you already know that you need social proof, you know you want it, but you don't have any reviews, you don't have any testimonials, you don't have expert endorsements. So how do you get social proof? So we can go back to the example of the Essential Oil Labs. You can ask your customers for reviews. In your product packaging or after they download something, you can ask them to give you a review online, and then you can turn around and use that on your online store. The other thing that you can do to get social proof is you can reach out to your best customers and ask them to give you a review. That's what I did on my online store. Anytime somebody has had a really great experience with my store, I personally reach out to them and ask them to write me a review. And it works wonders. I have all 5-star reviews because people that I've asked have really shown great support. Okay, now you have all the tools that you need to add social proof to your website, improve your sales, and boost your conversions. You can try the Farah app for free for 30 days on BigCommerce or Shopify. Just click the link below in the bio and you can sign up today. It's really that easy. I have it on my online store and it's basically the best thing since sliced bread for e-commerce. And I hope you enjoy it too. If you guys have any questions, you can put them in the comments below, or you can tell me how you've used social proof on your online store. Okay, bye guys.